Can you guys see me? Is the stream working? I'm always a little bit paranoid making sure it works. Cool. Can you guys see me? Is the stream working? Awesome. We are live. So, welcome to Body Mechanics Masterclass Part 4. So if you guys have been following me, I've been animating this dude, this Ninja Turtle with a Kung Fu background of Jackie Chan. My image plane seems to have disappeared. So I'll take a few chats, a few messages before we get started, and then we can go straight into the Body Mechanics demo. So where you guys where you tuning in from? Oh, we've got Mario in there. Mr. the Tired, amazing. I saw a message from another person as well. Cool, we've got two people there. I think people are starting to come into the chat now. So just a quick recap, guys. Of course, if you've been following all the other masterclasses, I've been animating Mikey, the Ninja Turtle, and we've been doing some Kung Fu stuff with Jackie Chan's little 100 frames of Jackie Chan doing some Kung Fu stuff. I'm not sure why the image reference disappeared, but I'll just put that back in there quickly. There we go. Just like new. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cough. So yeah, so just a quick recap. I've done the blocking, like 100 frames of blocking. I'll play this so you guys can see as well in the background. He does that, jumps up, dodges, gets hit. There's no need for me to continue from like 100 onwards. It's just he just gets hit and moves backwards, and I think it's enough. 100 frames is enough. If I was to go in here and grab the animation, this is kind of like the keying, the amount of keys I have. And what I want to do in this session over here, guys, I want to put more information into the blocking. Hey Mario, hey Ilom, nice to see you again. Party, audio and video normal. Awesome, that's great to hear. Hopefully no weird noise in the background. What I've done is I've put my fan on really low, so I want my fan on so my laptop doesn't blow up, of course, but I've reduced the noise down, so hopefully you guys can hear me really clearly. Put like a thumbs up in the chat if the audio's coming clear and you guys can hear me, because that's quite important. Cool. Alright, let's get started. So like I said, so these are my keys. I think I've got like a good 100 frames. I could have put a few more keys here, but I want to get these areas. You see how, like, let's go this area here, I could put some more keys, I could put some more keys around there, and the only reason is, like, you don't have to put everything on twos, guys, when you're animating. It's when you've got really fast Kung Fu stuff happening, you want to grab as much information as you can. So I want to fill up this area with some more keys, and these areas, and maybe go on ones for that super fast stuff. So yeah, that's kind of like my thought process now. If you guys, just before we start, if you don't mind hitting the like button, that would be super cool. And I just want to say thank you to everyone as well, by the way. I've got like 89 subscribers now, so it's been really blowing up in the past few days, and that's obviously all thanks to you guys, like, subscribing, liking, sharing. So, like, I don't want money, I just want the thumbs up, just to show you guys appreciate, and it does help me and get this channel across to like-minded people. So thumbs up will be amazing, hit the like, and we get started. Let's go. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe if you want to see more of this. So let's go, let's do this. Cool. So let's take a play and see what Mikey's doing. He's dodging, he's punching, he does that. So the area I want to focus on the most is this bit. Like, there's a lot happening here in the oh, just before we start as well, so for the free parts I've spent like an hour each. So this is about 3 hours of animation that I've done. And I want to spend like 1 more hour to make it 4 hours in total to put extra details in there. So yeah, I know Mario, almost 100. That, I think if I hit 100 tonight or tomorrow, I might just do an extra stream on the weekend. So if you guys can, that'll just give me like that extra motivation, like, yes, we can do this, guys. So tomorrow is like a video that I'm dropping for acting for animators, and if I get like 100 subscribers by tonight or tomorrow, I might be super motivated to just like jump on a stream on the weekend. So let's see. But it's not a race, it's a marathon. Cool, let's go in there and start blocking, guys. Any questions in regards to what I'm doing here, feel free to ask. Do give me a chance to block as well. Cool, so where are we? Jackie he's going for the punch. Okay. Is it me, or does it feel like some things feel like they've been shifted? Yeah, it does actually feel like things have shifted a little bit. Why has that happened? So let's take a look. What's happened? Oh, things are happening 1 frame later. Wow, interesting. So I'll just move all that. Let's test, because I don't know if it's this rig or it's my scene. Something weird is happening, which is not what I want. I just want to go straight into animation. The last thing I want is technical stuff. Let's select all those controllers. You know what? Let's do a water break just before I dive in. Actually, this is a good example of how to fix things. I don't know why things have moved across, because you saw me on the stream, guys. I didn't do that. But what I want to look at is this foot is up, that foot is up. I'm looking at when the foot lands there. So things are happening 1 frame later. So what I want to do is just, maybe I've accidentally shifted it. That could happen. So what I want to do is that, and then just move everything 1 frame like that. Actually, let me do it with a graph editor. It's even easier with a graph editor. So yeah, probably what's happened really. I probably shifted all the keys accidentally, because for some reason, like, they all get selected. Like when I try to move stuff around the graph editor, things get shifted without me wanting that to happen. So a good way of that is I'm looking at the feet. It's doing that. The feet go back. Yeah, from here onwards it needs to be 2 frames later. So what I do is I grab that, plus that, this. It just shifts everything across. So now let's see. There, contact goes. Yep. Let's see if the animation is now following what's happening here. Awesome. Not sure what's happening here. I think these ones over here need to be 1 frame later. Yeah, things have shifted accidentally, I think. So let's see. That, this. Yeah. Okay. Well, I fixed it. So what you want to do now is, guys, like, if you've accidentally moved stuff around, or even if it's not you and it's just happened, just always save. You can't never go wrong with like saving. So we've done that. Let's go in here, save, and then we can get started again. Cool. Just taking a look at the chat, see what you guys are saying. What I'll do is I'll push through and start animating, and I'll take a look at the chat just to not get distracted. I'll take a look at the chat in the next maybe like 20 minutes. Just, you guys, if you want to communicate, that's cool. Obviously, let's keep it family orientated, you know. Oh no, these guys, the legs, the kneecaps. Ah, jeez, I should have moved them as well. Yeah, but I put them in here last time. This rig. There seems to be something interesting happening with this rig. So let's see. Okay, let me do that one more time. Okay, from 33 onwards. And I need to grab... So grab everything. Grab these guys. See, the neck should be selected. For some reason it's not selecting it. Add them all into here. So I just click this and I move everything all at once. Alright, so let's try this one more time. Move these guys. If you press plus equals and then the amount, that and onto the status, you just shift everything as much as you want from there. And I think the next one was around here somewhere. Cool, I think that should be it. Around there. Looks good. Yep, there we go. Should be done. Save this. Yeah, if you got questions, just chuck them in there. Ilhom? Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Ilhom? Or is it Ilhom? Okay, so I want to leave this breathing part out, like I said last time. And I want to focus on this section. Yeah, there's a few things happening here that we can still add stuff. Let's grab this pose, and I think this pose happens a few frames later, around there. Yeah, some stuff still got shifted around. Click. Let's do that. Which means I can still play around with this pose a little bit more. So you see how like the leg is inwards? I can grab this pose. I'm going to get a bit more into using the translations on the hips. This one, it goes up a bit more. And even around there I see this foot's going up a bit more as well. So I'm trying to grab as much as I can in terms of information. There. And what's happening with the arms? Twist. So the chest is twisting towards us a little bit. Come on. There. There's a bit of that happening. Come on. If you look at the body, hold on, when I select all these guys, click and then go to the shoulders. Yeah, okay, it does key in there. Just double checking. Ilham. Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks for that. So what animation work should an animator's portfolio have to get a job at a major studio? So let me know what kind of studios you're talking about, because if it's for a game studio, so there's a variety, right? So if you go for a small studio, they like to see a lot of different stuff. So realistic, cartoony, because generally small studios have lots of commercial-based stuff, and they will have a lot of projects coming in. So they would want somebody with a lot of just basically doing a bit of everything. So they would like, because the kind of projects that they might end up having along is maybe cartoony stuff this time. Oh, the next project that's coming up might be a bit more realistic. We've got some creatures, and or it might be motion capture. So it just varies. So having a variety for a small to mid studio is the best. But if it's for the major studios, like, I don't know, the Disneys, the Pixars, or like the visual effects side of that, you have to tailor your showreel more towards that studio. So for example, if you want to go for, like, let's just say you want to go for Sony animation, you want to have a lot of character stuff in there, performance, acting. But even if you have performance and acting in your shots, it's nice to, well, not just nice, it's necessary to have body mechanics, because what that says to the supervisor hiring you is, okay, this person can act, but at the same time they can make the character move in a believable way. So all those Sony animators that you see, their body mechanics are really really like good and strong. So that shows the supervisor, it gives them confidence that, okay, no matter what I throw no matter what I throw in your direction, you're going to be able to handle that. So that's kind of like the what you would want to put into your showreel. But for example, I would say maybe an acting piece. So if I was to be very specific, if you're, let's take Sony for example. If it's you want to go to Sony Animation and you want to work on stuff like Hotel Transylvania and all that stuff, it would be a case of have a one full body shot where the character's moving around, talking, walking, and like acting, but like maybe full body. Have another shot that's like a mid shot, acting again, but slightly different. Don't have all your shots the same. And have maybe 2 shots that are mechanics. So yeah, just a variety. That's that. But if it's for like a visual effects studio, you probably want something completely different. You want like creatures running, talking, walking, very realistic, like quite the opposite actually. And if you were to apply to, let's just say, a frame store with a very cartoony showreel, you probably won't get hired, is the correct thing to say, I guess. The reason for that is they'll look at your showreel and go, that's amazing what you're doing there, but that's not what we do here. So I would expect like creatures, and when I say creatures, I'm not necessarily saying dragons. It's more to, because visual effects is more mimicking real life. So dogs, cats, birds, just like normal realistic behavior of those animals walking and talking. Like moving around, having some sort of like realistic emotion. So yeah, that kind of stuff. And like real humans as well. Not fake humans, but real humans. So you can actually have, what do you call it? So you can show that you can display a good level of weight. Because you're going to be, if you're doing visual effects, you're going to be, if you're doing visual effects, you're going to actually be doing quite a lot of humans, maybe motion capture stuff, or like digi-doubles, where there'll be a live action play with an actor, and you will just basically be replacing that actor when he or she jumps off a plane, and they're not really doing that, it's all CG, it's being done by guys like me and you. So yeah, stuff like that. So it's good to show that you can actually animate real humans, and yeah, and all that is just like as realistic as possible. It's nothing to do with like adding a lot of performance and stuff. But some people like that. That's the thing. If you like realistic animations and that's your kind of thing, that's totally fine. And it's nice to change things up as well. You can find a balance if you work on How to Train Your not How to Train Your Dragons, Guardians of the Galaxy. You can animate Groot and Rocket. That's his name, right? The raccoon, Rocket. And you basically have, you know, you're animating something that's not real, but you have to put raccoon-like behaviors to the character and stylize it. So yes, it's realistic, but it's not really real at the same time, which is, it's kind of fun in its own way. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question to a certain degree. Does that help, Ilom? Cool. And look, as I'm doing this, I'm filling up the gaps of, see that spacing there? It was massive, but by adding that breakdown in there, it's helping me nail down this guy. It's like, hey man, where are you going? It's too much. Come back. And a good way, for example, guys, if there is a studio you want to go to, the best thing is go to their website or go to their LinkedIn page. And in their LinkedIn page or website, you will see a show reel for the company or the studio you want to go to. And just by looking at that demo reel, they're basically telling you what we do and what we look for. So literally that's it. And we can even have a session where we actually look at their stuff at some point, sit down and, like, you know, take a look at some studios, what they look for. Cool. Let's see how many people we have in the chat. Are we growing in numbers, or is it still quiet? I think the chat gets a bit busy towards the end when people start to come through. So yeah, if you just joined, hit the like, please. Yeah. Cool. Right, I'll continue with this. Alright, so let's see where the leg is. Okay, the leg is rising. That's rising a bit too much. That's fine. There we can have the leg still a bit more down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the previous one and continue that foot roll, just to help save me some time. There. Maybe pull the foot roll back so the leg feels like it's stretching. Pop, it goes up. Maybe I'll keep that foot roll there actually. Wait, hold on. Why is it not? Oh, because I've selected the foot roll itself on its own, that's why. And I really like getting to the detail side of things. I really do enjoy this part of it. Like when most of the shot is doing what it needs to do. But look, I'm looking at the body still. The amount of rotation I have here is too much. I need to go in there and readjust this. There we go, like that. That is too much. Too much. Jackie is not doing that. I wouldn't say doubt yourself, but always question the stuff that you're doing. It's like, okay, I've done that pose, it looks like it, but hold on, let me just check throughout the body. Is everything feeling connected? Does it feel close to what Jackie's doing in the reference? Because I think maybe there's a little moment to have a little conversation about this. We're copying the reference, but we're not copying the reference. I'm taking the information of what he's doing here. But if I was just to copy the reference based off of this, it's a 2D flat, like a comic book. It's flat image. But I'm going in there making sure that these rotations from pose to pose feels like this arm feels like it's going forward there. That is maybe a bit too much, so I need to reduce this down. Do you know what I mean? So you want to make sure that when he's going from one pose to another, in world space, like around here, like from this pose back to that, feels like it's connected and it has a proper trajectory. Like for example, this feels a bit off. And literally this is my like beauty pass. Beauty, more like a detailed blocking pass of bits and pieces that I wanted to add in that I didn't get enough time. And also I don't know if there's an also. It's it's also for me to just like add extra detail and the bits that I didn't get a chance to do. So when I go into spline, there's no like if, buts, maybes and coconuts, you know. It's like I know what I'm doing, and I've not left it till like I've not left myself in a situation where I don't have enough keys, so I'm kind of like, oh, I need to figure stuff out. No. That's blocking is when we're figuring stuff out for the most part. We can do that now. Like, why leave yourself in a situation where when we go into spline and it's going to be a whole set of other things that we're looking at, I'm not only going to be trying to like keep the character in motion and looking like they're moving correctly, but I'm also going to be dealing with the poses that I've created as well. So there's no need to do that to yourself. You don't want to suffer, guys. You want to make sure you're making your life easy. You need to look out for your star player, and your star player is you. Make your life easy. Okay, cool. At this point, look, he's looking screen left, right? My blocking, or like one of my blockings that I didn't update yet. But at this point, Jackie has turned towards us. So I need to continue that rotation, so it doesn't feel like I pop from here to here. That transition feels too big. So what I'll do is I'll select all, go here, key that. Cool. Let's save. Yeah, I really like this stage. It's fun. Got more people in the chat. Hit the like, please, guys. I appreciate that. When I used to hear people say that, I was like, why do they keep saying that? But you'd be amazed when someone comes into the stream. It's like, oh, cool, I'm watching this, and then you kind of like forget to hit the like. So, like I said, it helps me, and like because you guys have been doing that, the channel's been growing pretty quickly as well. So I really appreciate that, and it like gives me that enthusiasm to keep going. That's why I had like this little marathon of like animation masterclasses for the blocking for the last 4 days, because you guys have been very, very positive, which has kind of pushed me to keep doing more stuff for you guys. So it goes both ways, I guess. See how like I'm just jumping straight up, whereas the next pose is all the way there. So I want to make sure I'm starting to move towards that pose. So I'll grab the body. Oh, what's going on? And I'll start going there. That's too much. There, something like this. See how he spreads these arms out as well? So we need to start adding that. So when he raises his arms, obviously the shoulders come up. Let's do this. Let's rotate. Don't ever do this, guys. The forearms only move like this. You can't, like sometimes I see students do this. Well, you can't even do that. That's great. The rigger's not allowed it. But you can have translations downwards or rotations like X and Y. You shouldn't be having that. Like the forearm does not rotate like this. You know, it only rotates like this. It's only this part here, the base of your shoulder, that does all those rotations. So you want to make sure you're kind of moving the body in a way that makes sense and is like anatomically correct as much as you can. And then once you guys like really start to like pick up on these things, then you can go in and really like push your poses and like do the cartoony stuff. Okay, there we go. I can see the other arm. I was trying to see what the other arm's doing in the reference. That's why I was moving this around. Whoops. Let's do that. Let's rotate there. Oh, okay. He's there. He's there. So that means this is a big swipe across. That means this guy's around here. Whew. Okay, so I can see this hand here. Oh, some of the poses are going a bit too... He comes down there. That happens a couple frames later, so I need to grab these guys and push them. It's interesting why that's happening, like... That's cool, that's cool, that's fine. This one, this pose, is happening 2 frames later. And that one's there as later as well. So what I'm going to do there is, let's go find that pose, this one here. Grab these guys, let's move 2 frames forward. Snap. Alright, let's see what's going on. There we go. There we go. It's alive. It's making sense. It's making sense. So these are feeling better, but it feels like from here it just pop, pop. This feels disconnected to me. So meaning I need to make sure that this is working a bit more better. There's some stuff that I'm probably missing from here. And when I mean missing, I've posed it, but it's not that close as I think it was. So I need to start scrolling. The hand goes there, there. That means this one here could do with not being so far ahead. Do you know what? Let's bring this down as well. It'd be nice to see more of the reference. Nope, that's the wrong direction. There we go. Just want to see where Jackie's arm is. Oh, I've... There, no. His arm is like this. I've got the wrong... Because I can't see it, I'm guessing it. His arm is doing this. Whoops, snipping tool, yep. So let me do a quick sketch just to show you guys. Cool. Alright, so I'm doing this, right? Let's change the color. Pink is fine, but we want to go for blue. So I'm doing that, which is fine. But now that I look carefully, it's actually doing something like this. And that's making it feel like, oh, my arm was here, now it's there. It just feels like a big, big change. Whereas if it's over here, that change decreases, like the spacing decreases, which helps me with that. So, does that make sense, guys? So, sometimes the pose that you have, you know, you really think you've got it, but once you start scrolling, you notice that, hold on a minute, I've gone a bit too far with that pose. So let's pull the shoulder back a bit. Missed the turtle. There we go. Let's pull this guy back like that. Yeah, there we go. And even here, I can see from the motion blur, I can pull this guy down a bit more. And now I'm looking at the hand to create that nice arc. Maybe I can bend this hand a bit more like that. Maybe it's facing more towards camera. Yep. That's more like it. And even this one, I think I've gone too far with this one as well. Just looking at his shoulders, this one is a little bit more like this. The one on the left is fine, screen left, but I've just pushed it a bit too much. I've gone a bit hotel-y. See now? That feels so much better. And also, the shoulder's too low here. Whoa, it's breaking. How can we fix that? Let's see, controls here. I want to rise the shoulder up and then come down. Cool. Let's see what this looks like, and then we can still keep going. So I think we're at about like 7 to 10 minutes introduction, and then that means we had 26 minutes-ish to block. So let's see. He's breathing, dodge. Whoa. So that section where he's dodging is feeling better. Yeah, it's just one pose that we're missing there. You see, like, just by not having that one pose that's transitioning from here to there, it just feels like a pop. Because we don't have this little section where Jackie's doing this stuff, it feels like there to there. Because it's such a big move that we need to add that in there. Let's see what you guys are saying. Do we have the usual suspects in the chat? Guys, reveal yourself. I think I can see how many people are watching, but I can't see who's in the chat. Unless you message. Cool. So, how's the blocking going? Are you guys enjoying the masterclasses? Let me know your thoughts. Is there anything that you would like to see? With me, I don't want to do like fancy intros and stuff. I just want to go straight into it and just show you guys how it's done, rather than... You know, I remember when I was learning animation, like, a long time ago, I would try to learn off a YouTube tutorial, 3D animation. I was doing 2D before, and the person doing the tutorial would show me like 10 different ways of doing one thing, and by the time they're finished, I would just go, oh my god, this is taking forever. And they're just like, you know, you could click this button, and if you click that button, you go here, and actually you can also do it the same way. And I'm like, just show me one way, please. That's why, rather than doing loads of fancy little clips and videos, I'd just rather go straight into it and show you guys one way of doing this, or like my way, and then the next time I do it, I'll show you a different way. Okay, that's awesome. That little this really can't get my words out. I do speak English, just so you guys know. This motion here that he has, look, this we have, that we have, this we don't have, that one there. That's pretty important. Because we don't have that, we're missing this. Like, this doesn't feel connected as much. Alright, let's go in there and add that cool pose. And once I have all the poses that I want, things are going to look hopefully a bit better. See what the foot is doing. The foot is doing this, kicking it out, rotate, and maybe coming towards us as well. Let's see where it lands. It lands there. Where is the knee? Just looking at how high the knee is. There he starts to lean forward and rotate towards us as well at the same time. So he's doing this, this, and let's get off this side rotation. Nope, 0. There we go. 0 the neck as well. Let's have this guy lean a bit more forward. There. Okay, I guess we can still keep the rotation around there. His head is going through the turtle shell, so we need to make sure that's not happening. Have him rotate there. It's very blurry, so you can't see there. He's still looking left. Yeah, we can just keep him looking in that direction. Alright, let's see what his arms are doing. There, he's coming down. Down. Alright. Gotcha. Sorry, I'm also animating. Oh, you're animating in the background. Oh, nice. Sorry, I'm also animating something here in the background. Nice. What are you animating, Mario? Hello, Jack. Welcome to the stream. You know the baptism on fire. We hit that like button when we come into this stream. It's nice to have you on the stream. I think usually, well, I think you weren't able to like watch it the other day. I think maybe you were out or something. So hopefully you're able to still catch up on the ones that you weren't able to attend. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening here. So he's doing that. Yeah, we need to start pulling this backwards. So screen left arm, this guy here, we need to start rotating this back much more. I'll do a quick pose that I'm not super happy with just to get in the right position, and then I'll start to really go in there and, you know. Okay, so that's what's happening. Alrighty. I always scroll to see what direction the hand or the arm is going in to understand where it needs to be, rather than, well, it's super blurry, I think it's over here. No, because, you know, we need to know where it's going, where it's coming from and where it's going. And doing that just like small scrolling in a time slider really helps. So do give that a go next time when you're animating. So hopefully that'll be like, so with there, it comes forward. Ah, see, I might need to go in there and add this one frame in there because it's just so much has happened. Actually, wait, hold on. There. It's there. It's going. Yeah, it's around here. It's really tricky, especially like the fact that it's a really old movie as well. The quality is quite low, and when he does move and it's super fast, it's super motion blur. Like you're looking for little areas to figure stuff out. But if you can do that on a film like this, then you know it's a good sign, because that means if you have a normal high quality film, it's going to be easier for you to grab those, you know, grab that information from a film that's much more high quality. So now it helps me see where this arm is going. So he's coming down there. I might even be tempted to do this. This leg needs to be much lower. be much more stronger. And it doesn't have to go screen left as well that much. I do feel like we are lacking in the up and down a bit. That can be accentuated a bit more. So for example, I'm looking at how much Jackie is coming down. There, that needs to be, it just needs to feel a bit more stronger. There. Bang. Let's save this. Let's see what's happening in the chat. So, control work, a lot of family time for April. Yeah, no, like Easter's upon us. So yeah, Jack, I definitely recommend family time to you all as well. I'm doing an action shot in Flash. Oh, Flash, nice. I when I was studying at university, I started off with like Flash as well, so I do like Flash. So which Flash are you using? I think it's called like Adobe Animate now. I'm not sure if we're talking about the same program, but Adobe Animate is the new I think Adobe's name for it. But yeah, maybe I could do a demo where I just animate in 2D for you guys. You guys can see me just animating in 2D. I still have to work on the background. Oh wow, okay, that sounds like a lot of work for you, Mario. Let's see what Jack is saying. I love your shot, by the way, Mario. Yeah, Mario had a very, very big big shot. So yeah, I really enjoyed the animation reviews, by the way, guys. Like the reviews that we did. And it was great to see all your shots. So let's see. Yeah, I'm using Adobe. Okay, Adobe Animate. Okay, awesome. Let me know, guys, in the chat if you guys would like to see me do an animation in 2D. It'll be a couple poses to show you like how I hit my key poses and stuff, but it'll be just like a nice little different switch up from just 3D. I mean, I know this is the first batch of masterclasses I'm doing, but it'll be a nice change up. Cool. So let's take a look at this guy. So let's play. He's there, dodges, jumps, dodges again. Cool. We are getting there. I think, yeah, just a few more keys in here when he's turning around, because we have this, we have that, we're missing this one, we have that, so we're getting there. It's getting close. Would be awesome to see some 2D maybe. Oh no, that's too much work. That is too much work. Combining 3D and 2D together. What do you guys? I'm not a generalist. That is a shot that's really coming along from you. Oh, thank you. I like the motivation coming from my community and team and supporting animators. Cool. All right, now let's turn this guy around. That's the pose we need to get into. So look where his hips are. His hips are coming down, and they're still going down. So we need to continue that path, and I want to do this with the graph editor, because if you guys know me by now, you know I do like the graph editor. Okay, so look, it tells me immediately like how far he's gone left. That's fine. This one needs to continue doing that, like there. Let's just say there for now. He needs to keep going down. Let me scroll to make sure. Comes down, down, down. Oh, starts to rise up actually. Now let's do a rotation. Yep, sounds about right. Let's do the chest rotation as well. There, let's turn the head. So you see, like, even though I'm posing, I'm trying to make everything feel connected. There, let's do this, let's do that. Have you guys seen there's a new Ninja Turtle movie coming out, like number 2? That would be pretty cool. Actually, I was going to work on the first one. Just never happened because I had to move to Montreal. But yeah, that would have been cool because the movie ends up looking really awesome. It's just yeah. But I'm really looking forward to what they're going to do with the second one, if they really push the stuff that they did. So let me check in. Guys has got what it takes to do work in anime. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. You know, like I do my bouncing balls and body mechanics. I aim to, hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's see. The world is a big place. Let's see what's happening here. Let me see how far his arm has gone. This tells me that his arm has not gone this far ahead over here. It's a little bit misleading, some of these poses, or like not the poses, but like the actual reference that I'm seeing there. It's just slightly misleading, that's it. Okay, there we go. I can see it. I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. No, I can actually see it much clearer now that I'm starting to pose things, and I'm like, hold on a minute. It's the arm is still low around here. Why is it it's telling me that the previous pose that I have is too far ahead, like it was like this, but the pose after that is here, and it just didn't make sense. So it just makes me go back in and do a little bit of investigation. Let's pull this guy in. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Are you getting busy again? Let's see. Cool, let's see what's happening. So, awesome B, season blah blah blah. Shots really coming together, Farty. I think this Farty, guys, has got what it takes to work in animation. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that. Don't be checking and show us some 2D effects in a 3D shot. It'll be fun. Yeah, I think what you're doing is smart, Mario. You were like, oh, show me how you do some 2D stuff in 3D. It's not that I'm doing it as well. It's just I want to see you do it, and I want to replicate that. For real, Jay. No, this first movie was great. Cool. Yeah, no. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. I want to make sure that this turn feels a bit more like it's the arc is starting to disappear, so we want to make sure the arc continues. Whoops. Where is his neck? So I'm looking at his head there. We need to make sure that that rotation is still continuing, so I'm gonna have to drop his body even lower. So maybe just like rise him up over here a little bit. Yeah, he goes left a bit too much. That is too much. And we can still have him rotated forward. He doesn't have to go back up just yet. Just a little bit is enough. And no need to pull him back so much as well. Yeah, it's a bit too much. Cool, let's see what this looks like. So we're over here, dodge, punch, punch. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Dodge, punch, punch, does that thing, goes across. So if I'm just like focusing on Jackie and what he's doing. So what I do is generally, sometimes if that's where Jackie is, that's where my blocking is. I kind of like look midway and I'm just trying to see if the motion kind of lines up. Does it feel like little... Yes, I think weird happens with the legs over here just a little bit. And just fix that, and then we should be done. So, any questions, guys, on like the blocking masterclass? Did you guys enjoy it? Was it useful? Hopefully it was something where you like learn some stuff from. Time has gone pretty quick. I have enjoyed these sessions, I must admit. Yeah, it's around here. Yeah, from there to here, the foot gets up, like it's no longer on the ground, like planted there. It does this, this. Maybe there's no foot roll, but a rotation that way. Let's bring the leg here so we feel that rotation. And look where the thigh is, not the thigh, sorry, the calf, this bit here, that's going to be an indication of like where the foot needs to be. There, let's grab this pose. I want to move from there to here. Let's pull this back. Okay, and maybe he just stays there. Nope, he goes up. Yeah. This guy needs to go forward like this. Maybe this guy needs to start pivoting a little bit. Cool, let's see this now. Wow. Dodge. Yeah, there we go. That feels a bit more better. So there you have it, guys. That's all the other stuff in there. I probably want to fix in spline. I think that's fine for blocking. Let's see what if the leg is doing some weird jerky movement. Pop, pop. Yeah, all of a sudden, like when the leg moves there. So what I would do is just go in there. You might have noticed I'm fixing the spacing in blocking, because if I can clearly see the leg, the kneecap moves there, stays there, then pops again. That means this guy needs to keep moving. Yeah, this is happening in a weird way. Let's get this. Let's copy this. Did you guys have any questions? I don't mind having a bit of a Q&A, and then we can go back into it. Just like Ilham said as well, he had a few questions in regards to like applying to studios. I'm happy to answer like questions like that as well. Cool. But besides that, this is our Kung Fu guy. I've not managed to get the textures working, but yeah, so dodge, dodge, punch, punch. Cool. And if you guys want me to see, if you want to see like me continue these masterclasses, this was for blocking. So I finished the blocking for this character. I'll let it play in the background. If you guys want to see me do a spline, just let me know. Like, it'll depend on like the amount of comments I get for this. If you guys want to do that, I'll take a little break because this week I've just done like live streams almost every day, like since Sunday. 4 live streams for this and like the animation reviews, just to make sure we get the blocking out this week. And I had some free time. But if you guys are happy with what you've seen and you want to see this shot go to a final, like see me actually take this shot all the way to spline and polish, just let me know in the comments for this specific video and say, hey Fatih, we want to see this in spline. And based on like the amount of people that are interested, I will go ahead and do that. So this is, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'll pause this and I'll go straight into the chats and see what you guys are saying. Alright, when are you gonna block the other guy? Oh, that guy. That's now you're looking for trouble, aren't you, Mario? The other guy is not gonna get blocked. That's too much. That's like me doing a whole shot of 2 people doing. That's like 200 frames of work. The main thing was like for you guys to see me do the blocking for this dude. Maybe I'll put like a bouncing ball in place of the bad guy, just like a representation. But yeah, Jack says spline would be great. Okay, yeah, okay, that's good to know. Just you know what, Jack, just put that into the comment section. That way when I look at this video in a few days time, I can see like, okay, Jack wants this, Mario wants this, da 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 da. I've got a list of people that want to, you know, see this shot go into spline and polish. But yeah, if you just joined the chat, please hit the like. Super appreciate that. Yes, I'd love to see the shot continue. Great, okay, cool, okay, amazing, Mario. That's great to hear as well. Let's see what else. I have so just to let you guys know, from now, even though this was like a marathon week of masterclass for the body mechanics, on Wednesdays I will aim to do a stream. But just subscribe and put yourself on the notification, because sometimes I might just like jump on a stream like a couple hours before, just so you don't miss the stream. But usually I'm going to aim to do the streams on Wednesdays, 7 PM London UK time. But every Friday, 9 AM London UK time in the morning, there should be a video about one of the 12 principles, or just me having a conversation about the industry. So every Friday morning London time, you should have a video there for you to watch. But honestly, like, if you have any thoughts on the videos, if you enjoyed it, if you want to see something different, or like just your thoughts, just drop a little comment on the video itself, and yeah, I'll interact with you guys and I'll get back to all the messages as much as I can. So yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Yeah, thank you for oh, you're waiting for spline as well, Ilom. That's great to know. Cool. Alright guys, look, it's been awesome. I've actually really enjoyed it. I really have enjoyed it, and thank you for everyone for supporting the channel, because it's really like grown quite rapidly in a few days. That's all like hitting that like and sharing it online as well, so I appreciate that. That kind of lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content, and it's like telling me, okay, do some more stuff. You guys are, you know, potentially benefiting from it. So yeah guys, I'm gonna leave it there. You've all been awesome, and join the Discord if you want. It's in the description of the main channel. Just click the link, and it's like a link that's it's an invite link, invitation, whatever, but like it doesn't have a set date. So as soon as you try to log into the Discord, I will add you into our group. That way you can see some little sneak peeks of what's to come, which is great. And yeah, if we have any issues with like the stream, I will just create a new stream and put the link in there first thing. So yeah, subscribe, like, and yeah, share the video if you like it. But awesome, thanks for coming in tonight guys, and enjoy your Thursday evening or morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. But yeah, alright guys, take care, and I'll see